Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Corvette. I'm going to be showing you how to change your clutch fluid on your C5. We're going to be doing it on my O2 Z06 today. It's a pretty straightforward process, fairly simple, so let's get to it. Alright everybody, so we got the hood up on the car here, and we're going to be changing the fluid out here. And if you open this up, you can look in there and you can see how nasty it is. It's just a rubber, I'm not even sure what you'd call that. If you take that out and you look down there, it's supposed to be clear. That is obviously not clear. You can see all the, I don't know if debris is the right word, all the gunk in there. So we're going to take this out and we're going to replace it with new fluid. And you can see me pouring it there. It looks pretty nasty. As I put my hand in front of the camera, that was very helpful, I know. So yeah, so that looks nasty. We're gonna have to get that out of there. And then if you look at the brake fluid, it also looks nasty. So probably changing these both out, but let's start with the okay. Before we get started here, you can see I have the blanket covering the side of the car. The reason for that is we're gonna be working with brake fluid. Brake fluid is very destructive to paint, to clear coat. You don't want to get it on anything. If you do, wipe it up right away. Clean it, spray it, use your detailing, whatever you have laying around, get it off. So I'm just trying to be a little extra careful here. We're going to be replacing the clutch fluid, with brake fluid. That's totally acceptable. There is a GM part number for, I guess, Delco clutch fluid. I don't know, but you can put .3 or .4 brake fluid in, and that's what we're going to be using. All right, so we need to get the fluid out of there and put it in that bottle. You can go buy a syringe or something. They sell tools for this, or you can be like me and go to the kitchen and steal your wife's turkey baster. Works just as well. You're gonna put it in there, pull up the fluid, put it in there. I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but in a world that eats Tide Pods, do not put this back in the kitchen. This is now a permanent garage tool. So it's a great Powerade bottle. It was totally empty. That is what I pulled out of the clutch cylinder. It should be clear. So I have no idea when this was changed last, if this was ever changed, but that's nasty. All right, so you can see all the scum around the top, for lack of a better term. There's a little bit sitting at the very bottom. I'll try to get that out with a rag. But sorry. Yeah, you can. Still cleaning off the scum at the bottom of the reservoir here. One thing I should add, I went to start with the other rag. I wiped the top, but you want to rag something like this. Just I think I got these at Harbor Freight. Maybe they're just a bag of rags. But the thing with these is they're not linty. So I mean, you know, some of those microfibers, you get little fibers that come off, and you really don't want that floating around your clutch system. So just a rag like this is probably ideal. And also, I've said it before with the brake fluid, throw the rags out when you're done. I'm one of them guys that keep rags, even if they're a little dirty. But you got brake fluid on this stuff. You don't want to just accidentally like wipe down something that should not be wiped down with it and hurt it. So yeah, you can still see there's a little bit around the bottom, but we're gonna do this process a couple times, so hopefully we can get all that up. All right, so I went ahead and refilled the cylinder back up there. You can see it's pretty clean, but we're gonna try to run this through the system a little bit here. And the way you do that, it's leg day. You just get in your car, press the clutch, I don't know, I'm gonna say 40 or 50 times is what I read online. So let's go work out our left leg. All right, so I just went in and I pumped the fluid. You can see there's a little bit of sediment there in the bottom. It's a little dirty, but they actually don't look bad. I am gonna repeat the process one more time, just try to get it as clean as I can. When you go in and pump the clutch, do put the little doohickey back in, and then put the cap. Like you're done, go in and pump the clutch, come back and check it. This is definitely better, but while I'm here, it's an easy process. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it one more time. So that's the second fill. You can see how clean it is. Like I said, you want to put it back together, so you just kind of put that back in there and put your cap back on. And then we're gonna go in, we're gonna pump the clutch another 40, 50 times. All right, so we just did the second time of pumping the clutch. So we're gonna take your lid off, take the little rubber insert. I apologize, I don't know what that's called, but you look in there and the fluid looks pretty clean. So yeah, I think we're gonna call that good. All right, so that wraps up the video for today. Everything looks good. You know, it's just a quick, cheap, easy maintenance item you can do. I mean, whatever a bottle of brake fluid costs, and you gotta either buy a syringe or steal your wife's turkey baster. That's free if you don't count that. But just something easy. Clutch feels fine on the car. I haven't really had any issues, but when you open that up and you see it, that's nasty looking. I mean, why not? I mean, take care of your car, they'll take care of you. I'm getting ready to track this weekend. We're going drag racing up at Beaver Springs, so I figured it'd be a good time to get caught up on some maintenance items I've been kind of putting off. I've had the car for like a year, and just one of those things to try to keep up with, and between work and everything else, you just never seem to have time for it. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If it helped you out, stay tuned. There'll be some more C5 content coming as far as maintenance items, changing fluids on the car. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Maybe I'll see you in the lanes this weekend.